You all are highly, highly, highly welcome. Come on. Before we go on, bring your people. Bring your people in. Let's have a full house. Hi guys, get in here, get in here, get in here. You all are highly, highly welcome. So I'm trying to get people from Instagram to join in. Hello guys, you all are highly, highly welcome. This is your favorite doctor, Dr. Tonia of True Health with Dr. Tonia. Yes, that's me. Welcome, 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 guys. Come on. Before we start, let us just invite people as many as we can, okay? So that we'll wrap up the discussion we had at during our last section. I know you all enjoyed the topic because it is a very, very beautiful topic that everybody related with so much. Welcome, guys. If you're joining me for the first time, you are highly, highly welcome. If you have been my fan right from the time I started my presentation, you all are also highly, highly welcome. This is your favorite doctor, Dr. Tonia of True Health with Dr. Tonia. Yes, that's me. You all are highly, highly welcome. Yeah. So today I am streaming live and I want you all to join me. You know why you are joining me? You are joining me because I really want you all to dress properly, come out with all full, swag without being afraid of anybody that is going to harass you or make you feel very inferior just because of the singular act that you have a sort of body odor. All right, so click on that share button so that a lot of people will come in and enjoy this beautiful presentation we have today. Before we go on, let me introduce myself again. Yeah, this is your favorite doctor, Dr. Tonia of True Health with Dr. Tonia. Yes, that's me. You all are highly, highly welcome. Today is part 2 of our discussion about body odor. We had a part 1 the last time. A lot of people did not reciprocate. A lot of people did not answer my questions. But I am so surprised that people still answered even when the video had ended, which is a good thing because those people won themselves the giveaway that I gave. So you see, that is the more reason you should always answer my questions. A lot of them were surprised because guess what? They actually got a whole beautiful giveaway that at least if it didn't help them in any way, it will help them to buy their breakfast. It will help them also to buy their credits, especially now that things are difficult and very expensive everywhere in the world. So be that as it may, today we are doing our part 2 of discussion of body odor. Okay, you guys remember I said another name for body odor is the name that I wrote on the caption of this video, which is osmidrosis. Osmidrosis is another name for body odor. So today we have talked about things that can cause body odor, right? We are not going to talk about that today. Today, our main discussion today is to talk about what you would do when you have body odor. Remember we said lifestyle changes hormonal changes and other things that you do are the things that make body odor to be worse. Now, let us look at hormonal changes. During pregnancy, right? The hormones increase. Okay? You have a lot of night sweat, early morning sweat, even in the afternoon. Even when you are under the AC, you tend to sweat so much. All right? So, because of this increase in sweat on your body, you will tend to make the bacteria that grow where the body is humid, which is under the armpits, on your private areas. Sometimes people even sweat on their palms. Okay, so one thing you should understand is that during pregnancy, when your body odor is excessively increased, it is increased naturally. That's how God made it. Okay, so that your baby that you are carrying in your body, that is for the women that are pregnant, the baby that they carry in their body will identify their mother. Yes, with your body scent, with your body odor, that people call body odor. That is the unique thing that your baby that is in your uterus use in identifying you, especially when the baby is hungry and want to suckle on your breast. Okay? Now, your body odor too that is on your armpit can lead your baby that you are suckling, when you carry her and you want to suckle her, because of the odor she is perceiving from the armpit, right? It will guide her or him to your breast milk so that the baby will suckle while you're nursing them. Okay? Because this your body scent will guide the head of the baby to know that, oh, this is the side that I always feel this smell coming, and this is the smell of my mother. Okay, so body odor is not entirely a very bad thing. Okay, but then, do you also know that during menopause there is also a stronger body odor that women have? Remember, I told you that the extremes of hormone in the body exacerbates or make the body odor to be much more. All right. So when you are getting to your menopause, the women that have finished their childbearing age and their menses is ceasing, they are getting all these hot flushes and excessive sweat, difficulty eating. Sometimes some people can change in color during their menopause. Oh yes. Do you know that when there is a drop on your estrogen, right? The drop of that estrogen in your body will leave your body with high testosterone. And you all remember, testosterone is for the male. And remember, in our first part one of this body odor, I told you that the male species, that is male people, men, boys, young men, old men, have more intense body odor than that of the women, right? So now during menopause, your estrogen is going and then the testosterone is coming. So it means that your body is kind of having the hormones that the men have. So this testosterone will attract the bacteria that make you to smell when you sweat. Okay, and then your body odor is going to be more intense. The next one is your lifestyle changes. If you are a kind that like to take your bath morning, afternoon, night, and rub your cologne and your deodorant and antiperspirant roll-ons, the possibility that you might not smell is there. Okay, but if you are a kind that sometimes you don't even take your bath for 1 week, sometimes 2 weeks, 3 weeks, sometimes you don't take your bath for 2 days, those people definitely will have more body odor than the regular person that also take care of their. Okay, now I'm going to allow this person want to come in. Let's see who is Stephen Paul that is asking me to allow him to come in. So join in, Stephen. You can join in. Click on, I've allowed you to join in. So maybe you will tell me something. Hi, Stephen, Paul. Hi. How are you doing? I can't hear you. Can you speak out louder, please? Okay, so I think where he is, his network is not really very, very okay. All right, so let's continue with what we're saying. So now, when you are not the person that is cleaning yourself very well by going to the bathroom to clean, even if you're not going to take your bath, you go all the areas that sweat and heat accumulates under armpits, on your neck, even your hair, your private areas, and the joints, all your joints. Some people also sweat on their hands. So if you are able to always wash those places and dry them up, the possibility that you may not likely have a lot of body odor. Remember, we told you that body odor is as a result of bacteria that feast on these areas that are sweaty. It is not necessarily the sweat that you're sweating that is causing your body odor. No, it is that bacteria that is on that area that is making you to have these body odors. Now, another very, very striking one is food and diet. Are you surprised? You shouldn't be. What you eat in your body. That's why I preach all the time about exercise, about eating right. As a medical doctor, most of our illnesses, diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, just name it, thyroid, it's because of what enters our mouth. Thyroid is because you don't have iodine. You don't drink a lot of water that contain iodine. Diabetes is because you have a lot of sugar in your system. Hypertension is because of your lifestyle. You smoke a lot, you eat and don't get worried about the way you're adding weight, and your body mass index is excessive. And with all these things, there must be a very strong genetic predisposition. That means your family history is the number one in all these things. Because if your first degree relative, let's say your father, your mother, your brother, your sister, aunties have had a certain kind of illness, so you all should go now find out what your grandfather had. Was he a kind of person that comes to the town hall or under the tree where the elders stay and everybody run away because he has a bad body odor? If that's happened to your grandfather or happened to your father or happened to any of your sisters, know very well that you may likely have the body odor. If you escape the body odor, your children may have it. So it is very, very important at the initial time you start knowing all the things that can cause your body odor and prevent it. Now, stresses. When you are stressed, okay, you intend to have excessive sweating. You are fidgeting, you are stressed, everything is not working the way you are, or people are really stressing you and you're worked up. So the possibility that when you're stressed, the odor will come because the bacteria will thrive more. And this is because during this period, our body secretes a different kind of sweat, which is rich in nutrients. And this serves as the feast for bacteria, as the bacteria that grow there release odors. So when these odors come out, of course, it is coming from your body. Nobody is going to ask you, oh, is it the bacteria that is causing this odor? You entirely will start having these odors, okay? So the kind of food, like I said, such as broccoli, maybe a lot of us in Africa, you have to go and find the food that are in the same class with broccoli. Broccoli is a vegetable that a lot of Caucasians eat. No wonder a lot of Caucasians have body odor. Okay. Cabbage. You heard me. We have it in our country. In Africa, a lot of people eat salad. You use cabbage to do that salad a lot. Even here, they have a lot of different ways that they can do salad without using cabbage. In Nigeria, in Ghana, in every African countries, in China, in Japan, we eat a lot of cabbage. So even in India, so if you eat all this kind of food, cauliflower too also make you to have bad odors. Okay, now do you also know that food containing onions, garlic also are very, very, very big things that cause us to have a very strong odor? Just imagine if you had seen an Indian person. You know, Indians like garlic a lot, right? They can cook a whole pot with garlic. So that is why sometimes when you see an Indian, the Indian is around you, there's this kind of smell that you perceive from them. Okay. So you have to really be careful so that you create a friendly environment so that these bacteria don't come. Okay. Now, do you also know that there are some medical conditions that can cause you to have excessive body odor? Now that you know, guys, you all have to be very, 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 very careful. Now, there are some medications that some of their side effects is the ability for it to give you body odor. So when you are given that prescription by your doctor, do well to look at that prescription and know the side effects. Okay? Some anti-diabetic medications can give you some bad odor. If you have kidney disease, there are some medications that you take. Even that kidney disease can give you some bad body odor, talk less of the medications that they give during the time you have kidney disease. Now, also, when you have some medications for your liver disease, if you have liver cirrhosis, liver problems, definitely you are going to have body odor. Okay? Now, know that when you are diabetic, you have added a lot of weight, right? Diabetes alone cause you to have sweet and fruity smell. Do you know that? Is there any one of you that have diabetes? If you have diabetes, comment on the comment section and say, yes, I have diabetes. So now that you know, if you have diabetes, it is now for you to understand that you really need to be extra hygienic because you have sweet and fruity smell. Can you imagine the smell of a fruit that is rotten? You don't want to be smelling like that and moving around, and then people hear that, oh, something is smelling here. You hear people talking by your side, gossiping about you because you just passed. A lot of people don't know this. Okay, so now that you know, do you also know that the kidney and liver disease can also have chemicals in the sweat that cause you to have body odor? So now that I have told you everything that can make you to have body odor, it is now left for you out there that is suffering from this medical condition to ask yourself, okay, now that I have it, now that I have diabetes, now that I have kidney problem, or now that I have hereditary issue that I know one of my sisters or brothers have, body odor, what am I going to do as a person to be aware of how to keep myself clean, how to prevent myself from excessive sweat so that these bacteria will not grow under my armpits? If you have not watched my part 1 of this body odor, you have to go scroll to my page in Instagram and YouTube. I use 2 of them to make that presentation. That's why I'm also using 2 of them to do this concluding part of the body odor, so that if you are watching me and you still battle with your body odor, then there's no point coming to my life, because what I am here to preach to you and train you is for you to be knowledgeable, for you to be aware of things that are happening around you, so that you will be able to combat all these things. Now, before I go on, have you all that are on my life venance ever isto fragambondi diwe Fred Gambodiwe, Stephen Paula, Zawadi Ngola, all of you, you're so many, I can't even call your names. Let me just wave you so that you know that I'm here. Have you shared this life? Have you shared this life? If you have not shared this life and you are watching the life, you are not doing yourself any good, because guess what? The woman that you might marry, the man that you might marry might be the person that will benefit from this life presentation that I'm giving about body odor. And if you share this life, they will get this message and be able to be careful and make sure that they don't stink. It is so appalling when you marry a woman or a man and they have body odor. You as the spouse is not going to be happy, or your children start having body odor. So if you can do yourself this favor, because there's this rule of thumb where it is said that whenever you learn something, don't hold it to yourself. Pass it around. Let the other person by the side also learn and be knowledgeable just like you are. Okay? Now, let us talk about how we are going to stop body odor, assuming we have the body odor. What are the things that you're going to do? Are you going to say, oh, well, I have the body odor. The doctor said, oh, I have a hereditary body odor, so I can just stay like that? Or are there things that you can do to help yourself to prevent you from having this body odor? Oh, yes. Remember, every illness, like I told you, have ways that you can control or stop them permanently or manage them. Okay, but for body odor, you can completely stop the odor on your body. And how are you going to do it? Number one, you incorporate and put deodorant. You heard me well. Deodorant must be used every day of your life. Okay, and this deodorant must have very nice aroma, very nice smell. Okay, so when you are going out to go buy your toiletries, make sure you get a deodorant in your list and make sure you have it at all times and rub it on your body. That's number one. Number two, you must prioritize regular showers, especially at the armpits, at your feet, at your toes, at your genital areas, and you must use antimicrobial soaps, okay, or antimicrobial shower gel. You will have to use them morning and night before you go to sleep. Okay, it is very, very important that you use all those things. Those antibacterial creams are going to remove all the bacteria that are on your body, and the deodorant is going to help you to smell nice. Okay, make sure, yes, all those gorillas that want to keep their armpits as big as a bush, right? There are a lot of people that like to keep their armpits. It is this time now. If you know you have body odors, don't say because your friend is having a long bush under the armpit or on the private area. If you have a history of body odor, make sure you cut your hairs, armpit hairs, your private areas, keep them dry and off from hair. Okay, and dry your armpits after showering. Don't just say, oh, I've showered. No, use that towel and clean up, dry it very, very well, so that there won't be any water on your armpit before you rub your roll-on. Okay, now choose natural fabrics. Okay, when you are going to the Bendam boutique, mall, shopping center, and fashion designers, or your designers wear, make sure you choose the natural fabrics, okay, such as cotton fabrics, okay, and stay fresh and stay active. Isn't it wonderful? This is a very simple way of making sure that you smell nice and look good at all times. Make sure that you take your bath regularly, morning and in the night. And after you have taken your bath, morning and night, you still rub your roll-on. When you rub this in, it is going to help you. Number one, the antimicrobial soap you're using is going to get rid of the bacteria that are causing this smell. The next one is that your roll-on is going to give you a very pleasant and sweet smell. So when you're buying that roll-on, make sure you smell it and get the best aroma that you want everybody to identify you with. All right? So that is the end of our discussion in body odor. I hope you learned something today, and I hope you share this live both on YouTube and Instagram. The people on YouTube have really shared. I don't know whether the people on Instagram, and you guys are really a lot on Instagram. Did you all share this live so that somebody will learn? Your child can benefit from this. Share this live streaming on your Instagram. Do not forget to also copy the link and send it to your friends. You know, when you send it to your friends that are not even on Instagram, when you give them that link, when they click on that link, they'll be able to still watch this. And no, remember I said there is a part one. So that's why I didn't start from the beginning to start discussing about everything that I have discussed. So you go back to my previous video and watch so that you all will be aware and look good, look neat, and clean. Okay? I will be one of the best and happiest person if somebody, through my discussion on this life that I do regularly, will be one person sincerely in his heart will say, oh, it's because of what I heard this Dr. Tonia Okoro, the favorite doctor on Facebook and all other social media handles, talk about. And that is what helped me. That is my goal. That is what I am here for. You know, if every doctor comes on the internet, it's going to be a worldwide situation. Okay, but some of us that choose to come on the internet, that didn't make us different from those that are also taking care of you in the hospital. They are taking care of you, and it is very, very good for you to also know some things that you can do to help them. Because if you go back to the hospital and say, oh, doctor, I have body odor, the same thing I'm telling you today is what the doctor is going to tell you. No other thing except this, unless some of those doctors that some companies have paid will not recommend a certain kind of soap. I will not tell you and say, oh, go pick this soap. What is important is make sure you buy antimicrobial soap, make sure you buy antimicrobial body gel, and make sure you buy a very nice smelling deodorant, okay, and cologne for men, and a sweet perfume that is feminine for the female. That way you are going to be smelling nice. All right, so now we are now on the very, very beautiful part of my presentation, which is my question and answer. Are you guys ready? People on YouTube, are you ready? People on Instagram, are you ready? Okay, so my question today is, what is the other name? If you're smart enough, you will see the other name of what body odor means on the caption of this video. I've given you an expo for that. So click and tell me another name for body odor. That's number one question. Number two question, tell me. Okay, let me just say two. Let me not, give you a lot. Give me two extremes of hormonal changes in the body that you perceive or have a lot of strong odors. Okay, what are the times in a lady's life or times in our body, in our system, as we are growing, that will make us to have a lot of strong body odor? And my final question is, if you have body odor, what will you tell your child? Are you going to tell your child, my child, don't bother about it. There's nothing like family history of body odor. Or are you going to educate your child to understand that, look, this body odor runs in our family? So let us start from beginning time, as early as childhood, to train you on proper hygiene, on how to take care of your body. My final question today is, name the vegetables. You can name the class of vegetable that is in the ones that I mentioned. You might not necessarily name exactly the ones I mentioned, okay? Name the things that you put in your mouth, the food that you put in your mouth that can cause you to have body odor. So that's all the questions I've asked today. Comment it on the comment section. Even if you couldn't comment it here, all I would have done, I would have been happy that somebody commented here and I give the person the giveaway. A lot of people have won a lot of big mouth-watering giveaways on my life. I am not capping, I am telling you the fact. And those that won it know truthfully that that money entered into their account and they confirmed it on their life. If any one of you have that answer now, I can also give you this giveaway. But not to worry. When I post this video, go back, watch this video again, and comment on the comment section. Make sure you must have shared the video, because if you don't share the video, like the video, you won't be able to get this giveaway. But if you like the video and comment, just list these 4 questions I gave you now, and you are going to be qualified. Not even only qualified, you're going to be one of those that is going to get this giveaway. And how are you going to get it? You are going to send me your account number. After you have sent the answer to the comment section, my admin will look at it and get the names of the people that answered correctly. We will want you to send a back channel and say, done, on my Instagram message. Okay, send me a message and say, I have done, or I have answered the question, or just done, and we will pick you out, and you will send your account number through the back channel, and we will definitely credit you, because guess what, you participated very well and you answered the questions right. So I am going to end here. Thank you all for joining me today. I appreciate all of you. And remember, body odor is a Herculean task. If you're able to control your body odor, you will have that aura, and you will be very, very, very good with yourself. And you are not going to be limited to do whatever thing you want to do. You will go out there and have fun with your friends without being scared that somebody is going to say, who is giving us this bad smell? Or please, let's shift away. This guy or this babe is smelling. Can you imagine when you go to your boyfriend or girlfriend's house, or a man or a woman that want to marry you, and the reason why the person said no, that they're not going to marry you, is because you have body odor? That would be sad, isn't it? A lot of patients have come to me with that complaint. They missed the love of their life because they had a very bad body odor that couldn't be controlled. Don't be one of those, okay? My doctor's orders today is hygiene. Hygiene is the key. Make sure you are hygienic. Make sure you take care of your body, so that you will come out smelling nice with nice fragrance. You don't even need designer's perfume to look good. There are very cheap perfumes that you can buy out there. But please, don't buy those house perfumes that are so strong. No, I'm just joking. I'm not trying to, talk down on anybody. But when you buy the perfume, buy a perfume that is very, very mild and smell very nice. So we are going to stop here until we come again. Stay kind, stay nice, and stay hygienic. This is your favorite doctor in the house, Dr. Tonia of True Health with Dr. Tonia. Thank you for listening. Bye bye. See you soon.